Okay, cool.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday and happy last day of our Singing for MLK week here in the Daily Antidote of Song. For anybody who's new out here or out there on Facebook, we are one song every day, noon Eastern time, just approaching our 700th day, I think, this coming up month. So thank you so much for joining us here. Please join us any day you feel like you need to be in a little bit of a musical space and a great discussion space. We're glad you've joined us today. So hello, everybody out there on Facebook Live, from everybody here in the room. And hello, of course, to everybody in the room. Excited today to have Melanie DeMore in the house with us today, singer-songwriter, choir director, amazing composer from the Oakland, California area. And by the way, just recently nominated for her 1, 2, 3, 3rd Grammy, if you can imagine how great that must feel. And hello, of course, to Carol and Louise. That's Carol Maillard and Louise Robinson of Sweet Honey in the Rock, coming in from Maryland. Together in the same square. That's a first here in the Daily Antidote, and I'm super excited to be singing with the two of you together today. Hello to Aaron Geyer, who's running the tech, coming in from Brooklyn. Thanks for being here, Aaron. And hello to the whole gang here in the room. Bob and Mabel in Massachusetts, Annette in California, Arlene in Berkeley. Hello, Brian in Maryland. Hi, Sid. Nice to see you today. Hello to Trish, coming in from Victoria. Susan G in Ohio. Sheila in Florida. Becky in British Columbia, Barbara, nice to see you today. And hello to Cricket in Maryland. Busy Graham, Executive Director of Carpe Diem Arts, big, huge supporter of this program. Busy, great to see you today. Hello to the Curly Tops coming in from Vermont. I think that's Leanna and Alice May and Willard. Nice to see you guys. Hi, Bronwyn in Victoria. Nice to see you today. Hello to Carolyn in Idaho. Nice to see you. Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Shari in New Hampshire. Christiana and Bob in Rockville. Hello, Kevin in New Hampshire, who is actually going to go ahead and be so good as to put on the screen today, so I don't have to flub it anymore. We are on day 658, everybody. I love it. Thank you, Kevin. Sarah in Texas, hello. Kate in Charlottesville. Martha in Oregon, hello. Next screen, Cliff in Vermont with Lynn maybe somewhere in the background. Jim Harkless in the house, love to see you. Hugs to you over there in Maryland. I'm in New Jersey today, but hope to see you very soon. Bonnie and Ione in Michigan, nice to have you guys with us today. Hugs to your mama. And hello to Anne in Knoxville. Great to see you again. Caroline in DC. Steve and Michelle coming in from Maryland. Karen coming in from Oregon. Susan in Seattle. Peter and Janet in Toronto. Hello and hello. Hi to Jamie in Victoria. Ralph and Penny in Victoria. Nice to see you guys too. Nancy coming in from Vermont. Looking a little chilly there today. Hi to Beverly. Nice to see you with us today. Hi to Nancy's Irish Cow in Washington State. Sandy in North Carolina. Kat in Vermont. Deborah in Kentucky. Aloysius in Massachusetts. And Susan, nice to have you with us today, coming in from the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania area. We haven't seen you in ages, and we're so glad you're here. Hi to Louise, nice to have you with us today. Beth, great to see you today, coming in from Maryland. Carol in Connecticut. Hello to Carol, who might be new to us today. Glad to have you with us. And Deb, who also might be new to us today. Nice to have you with us. Spice in Baltimore, great to see you. Hello to Storm, coming in from Massachusetts, and all of you amazing, beautiful folks off video. We don't see you, but we feel you. That's Bronwyn in Victoria, and Michelle, and Deli, and Sandy, and Isabel, Jane, Anne, Robin, Joni, Mary, who might be new to us today. Hi, Mary. Gary and Kate, Robert, Lynn, and Gay, and I think I have gotten everybody. Let's all take one giant deep breath. And actually, that's a hello to Anna, the assistant to the Daily Antidote of Song, who popped in after I was finished with my picture hellos. Nice to see you, Anna. I am so excited today to have in the last day of our MLK celebration, although really every day is an MLK celebration day. I'm glad to have with us Carol Maillard and Louise Robinson of Sweet Honey in the Rock, and of course the fabulous Melanie DeMore. And we're going to open today with Carol and Louise, who are together, I think, in Louise's house in Maryland. And what a treat, gang, to have you guys in the same square. You are up. Sing away whenever you are ready. Tell us something about your song if you can.
This is a good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. We started singing this song when Sweet Honey first started back in the 70s. It's a composition by Bernice Johnson Regan, and it's called They Are Falling All Around Me. We haven't done that much lately, but I mentioned it when I got here. I was talking to Louise and what should we do? And I thought about that song because of so many departures, spiritual departures. But spirit leaving the body lately, not Dr. King lately, but thinking about just so many people that, forgive me, I'm just not calling names, that have left this earth that means so much to us and our families, in the general public. So we just wanted to offer this song.
And for one, Sidney Poitier just passed, and he was a person that marched with Dr. King and Harry Belafonte. So they were all involved in the civil rights movement in the 60s.
Yeah. So here we are. They Are Falling All Around Me, written by Bernice Johnson Reagan. They are falling all around me. They are falling all around me. They are falling all around me. The strongest leaves of my tree. Every paper brings the news that, yes, every paper brings the news that, every paper brings the news that the teachers of my sound are moving on. Death comes and rests so heavy. Death comes and rests so heavy. Death comes and rests so heavy. Your face I'll never see no more. But you're not really going to leave me. No, you're not really going to leave me. You're not really going to leave me. It is your path I walk. It is your song I sing. It is your load I take on. It is your air I breathe. It's the record you set that makes me go on. It's your strength that helps me stand. You're not really going to leave me. I will try to sing my song right. I will try to sing my song right. I will try to sing my song right. Be sure to let me hear from you.
Carol Maillard, Louise Robinson, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautiful sentiment, and the notion, of course, that you're not really going to leave me, and even when you've left, it's still your path, and it's still your spirit, and it's still your strength. And so it sounds like you've actually been thinking a lot about loss or, change lately. Tell me a little bit about how you're feeling.
Oh, me, I recently lost 3 members of my family in about 3 weeks. And that's the first time that's ever happened to me personally. Friends, but people in my family, my father's baby brother, the last Maillard alive, in terms of the first 5 kids that were born in the United States. My Uncle Eddie Maillard, he died. My cousin Michael on my mother's side, my Auntie Seal's son, he passed away. And then Uncle Eddie's first wife, Aunt Charmaine, she died. And then all these other, Sidney Poitier and Betty White and
Andre Talley.
Andre
Leon
Talley. And so and there was some before, and just going on, and the COVID and the
There's a lot of passions going on. And I think on the last call, I said I had lost 3 family members, including my brother. And so, when you think of this song that we sang so long ago, all the people that have left, and we think of MLK, what his legacy, what did he leave? What did we learn? What did we carry on? I always think about, wow, him seeing Barack Obama as president of the United States.
And Kamala Harris.
Just how things, the continuum of your work, of your energy that you put out, so. And lately just feels like like this says, like the falling of the leaves on the tree. They're just dropping.
And nourishing the earth and nourishing the planet, and leaving a legacy that, when it says, be sure to let me hear from you, there's so many ways you can take that in your dreams, in your spirit life. Would you say the name of the Buddhist master that passed recently? I can't say it properly.
Thich Nhat Hanh, I think is how it's said. And
yes,
and
he left a message like, you'll see me in the wind. You'll feel me in the wind. You'll see me in the rustle of the leaves. I'm not really gone. I'm just a part of all that is. So this song I thought was very, very apropos to the times. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Yesterday we were talking about how there are times where it's where when we see our leaders leave, or the people that we know us leave the planet, that there are times where it's so much harder to understand what it must have felt like to them to be leaving, for example, at a time when there's so much despair. So yesterday I brought up Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? Or people who work their whole life to see a time where things aren't feeling as hopeful, and you can always look for the hope, find the hope, lean on the hope, focus on the hope. But sometimes there's just so much bleak stuff going on that it feels more, the despair feels more apparent. And so I thought about it a lot with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like when things seemed so grim, how she felt about, having to leave and say goodbye to the earth at a time when we weren't feeling like things were going the way they should go or could go.
I had that thought about John Lewis, and then I thought, hey, we don't know. What if they can help us better from the other side? What if the next step of their work is from where they are now? We don't know that.
That's exactly right. So Melanie, I'm going to bring you into this conversation.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling too.
Well, these are some really, really intense times. And one of the things I've been doing throughout the pandemic is I've been singing for lots of people who are in transition and dealing with all kinds of things like that. I have a friend of mine who lost 9 family members to COVID in a very, very quick time. I lost a cousin to COVID. And what I've noticed and what I've been seeing from people is that we have to figure out different ways to connect with each other. Because we don't have to be in the same place in order to do that. But we really do know how to do this, and it's our responsibility to look after ourselves and each other. I had an experience early on in the pandemic. This brother stopped me and said, "Why are you wearing a mask?" And I said, "Baby, because I don't have the right to kill you."
Great.
I said, "I don't have the right to kill you or anybody that you love." And so for me, it's a lot about how are we connected with each other, and how are we doing that, and how important that is, and to understand that we really can't survive without each other. I don't care what you think. We can't. We need each other.
Yeah, I think you also just said a really good thing about the connecting, sort of the different ways that we know to connect, right? So before the pandemic, we didn't know we could connect this way, right? We didn't know that we could get into a room together and not be together and still be together. And so it kind of goes also with, no matter what it is you believe, Buddhist or Christian or nothing, that notion that we can still connect with the people who are gone, right? It's a way that we don't necessarily know how to connect, but that we figure that way out, right? We bring their path and their spirit and their energy with us. And
That's absolutely true. And I mean, with the legacy of Dr. King, you know, he never ever gave up. Same thing with John Lewis. No matter what you do with me, I
Mhm.
understand what my path is, and I
Right.
also understand the power of that path of fierce forward motion, clear intentional love. That's
Mhm.
what that
All
was
of
their thing. All of
right.
them.
I think one of the gifts of COVID, I know we've said this many times, but as we speak about who have who have led us and left a legacy and done the work, COVID gave us this gift of being quiet because then
That's
you can
right.
listen.
Listening.
Just listen. You'll be surprised what comes into your mind, what's speaking to you, you know, who's speaking to you, how they're
Yeah.
speaking to you. Just listen.
Yeah.
Just listen.
I was wondering, I just had a thought while we were talking, and I said this might seem a little maudlin even to some, but Louise just said it. What are the gifts? What are your gifts? What have you been given through this COVID experience?
Mhm.
And I think if people contemplated that sense of hope and upliftment and moving forward fiercely would really come to just be very viable for people, for each one of us. What are your gifts? The gift of silence,
Mhm.
the gift of reconnecting, learning new things. And I'm wondering, I said, is this like an evolution? Is COVID giving us an evolutionary step forward in terms of our compassion and in terms of understanding and being and reaching out to people? Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm writing my life stories. I'm doing a memoir.
Oh,
And
excellent.
and I wanted to talk to my cousin Michael because he's the only one that was still alive well, not the only one, but in the house with me as I was growing up. And I wanted to ask him some questions. So I don't talk. Me and Mike, we didn't talk much. We didn't have that kind of relationship at a point. And I said, I'm going to ask Michael these stories. I hear from other people, oh, he was so excited, Lenny, that he was going to talk to you and tell you these stories. And then he gone. I said, I'm going to call him on Saturday. He gone on Thursday. But then be sure to let me hear from you. Somebody said to me in a text, he'll get the stories. You'll get what you need. He's going to send you whatever stories and information you need. You'll hook up where you need to. So what are the gifts from,
I think Melanie might have a gift for us.
Melanie got a gift for us?
You coming with your gift?
You got your gift ready, girl?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this thing.
I want your gift.
You want my gift? And it's important that all of you out there, before I render my gift, is to understand that each of you has a song that somebody needs to hear. Write that song. Write it. So I wrote this song, and here it goes. It's called Rise Up, and sing along with me. And I actually have dedicated this song to Rutha Harris, who is, she was an original member of the Freedom Singers, and I got to sing this song for her on her 80th birthday.
Yahoo.
Yeah, oh, she bad to the bone, that Rutha. So, and you got to get your clap on, people. You got to get your clap on. Rise up, and take your place. Move to the head of the line. Join the human race. No more denying. Open your eyes and see. You got a right, sure as you're breathing. You got a right to be free. And you got a right to feed your children and help them grow up strong. How can they face the future if they're hungry all day long? So rise up, and take your place. Move to the head of the line. Join the human race. No more denying. Open your eyes and see. You got a right, sure as you're breathing. You got a right to be free. And you got a right to be angry at a system that has failed to honor all its people. You got a right to be heard. So rise up, and take your place. Move to the head of the line. Join the human race. No more denying. Open your eyes and see. You got a right, sure as you're breathing. You got a right to be free. And you got a right to be his sister, brother, people, family. You got a seat here at the table. Sit on down right next to me and rise up, and take your place. Move to the head of the line. Join the human race. No more denying. Open your eyes and see. You got a right, sure as you're breathing. You got a right to be free. Yeah, you got a right, sure as you're breathing. You got a right to be free. You got a right, sure as you're breathing. You got a right to be free.
All right.
Woo!
Multi-track that?
I think I can.
You
Oh, I
gotta
have
sing
actually.
on. You gotta sing with yourself. And
I do have that already done.
All
You
right.
did it?
I did it.
Oh, good. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was great.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
love the words, the story in it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Coming from the two of you, that means a lot to me.
You's
Yeah.
way bad, Melanie. You know
Well, thank you, Lulu.
that's beautiful.
See.
So nice to see you, sisters. I mean, really, it's been way too long.
I know.
I can't remember the last time we were out in the Bay Area. Oh, I
Well, the
remember.
40th anniversary was the last time I saw
No,
you.
we did something for
Yeah.
Frankie.
Right, but I didn't get to come to that concert.
A couple of
Yeah.
years, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, COVID makes the time distort.
I know it is. It's bizarre. It's like, what planet are we on, really?
Right.
But I'm glad I'm on whatever planet it is. I'm glad I'm on the same planet as you, sisters.
Mhm. Beautiful.
So beautiful. Melanie and Carol and Louise, thank you so much. That's just completely amazing. So before we do anything else, because I don't want to forget, can I ask Carol and Louise, please, if you can tell us what you've got coming up on Wednesday, so folks in the room might be able to join?
Yeah, we'll be at the Strathmore. We'll be at the Birchmere. In Alexandria, Virginia on Wednesday, January 26th. So come on out. There'll be plenty of room. You won't be crowded on top of
True
each other.
that. Yeah.
But we'll give you a show.
I know you will.
Woohoo!
I'm so trying to come. That is right close to where I live. So I hope to see you guys on Wednesday.
Oh.
And Melanie, can you tell us a little bit more about your the Grammy Award or the Grammy nomination?
Yeah. I'm part of this wonderful collective called the All One Tribe Collective, and we recorded an album of children's songs. But what's wonderful about it, it's all written by Black songwriters. And I actually am the elder person in this group. And there's every style of song on there, and it's just been really exciting to be a part of this. And I'm so pleased that they asked me to join them. And my song on there is called "We All Live," and it's based on the words of John Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Well,
it's parts and the whole thing. It's a whole thing.
That's,
It's
oh, can I say one more thing?
Please.
Sweet Honey's on the road to 50 years, So
Yeah.
in November of 23, almost 2 years from now, we will be 50 years old and 33 women deep.
See that? I love me some Sweet Honey. The first time that I was in a show with Sweet Honey was at the University of Texas in Austin in 1980. The band Scintilla, that a cappella band, obviously, opened for Sweet Honey at the university.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do a lot of partying in different cities with a lot of different people. So get your party shoes on.
You better come on up here now, and don't you come here and not call me up, Lulu.
Okay.
You and Carol better call me.
We'll do.
Who knows? We might put you to work, girl.
I can do that. But just don't I ain't wearing no high heels though. Okay.
Neither are we much.
Thank you.
I got a pair for you.
Oh, hush up, Lulu. It's not happening.
So yeah, I think you guys were having a pretty good discussion actually before we opened the doors about whether people were or were not wearing high heels. And Mel, I think you pulled out a mask. Can you?
Oh yeah, I have a number of things because part of the thing about dealing with COVID is you must have joy at all times. So You know, sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone and just do something a little bit different. You know, and on them really hard days when you got Lulu and Carol in the house, you got to Wakanda forever.
You can do a play by your own self.
Well,
Have
you
a
know,
character.
I am theater.
Yeah, I'm saying
I am theater, darling.
said it differently, but that's it. Yep.
I hope
You gotta have joy.
I hope y'all listeners are having as much fun as the four of us. We're having a good old time.
You know, because listen, times are hard, so sometimes you have to break out your Black Panther action figures just to get through the day.
Wait, we need to see them again because there you go.
You need some company, y'all.
She created it.
Okay,
That's-
so we had hubby Jenkins in the room the other day, and he was explaining to us a way that he was raised that was different, for example, than most of the kids he knew. And he was explaining that he actually learned the Black national anthem first and didn't even know about the other one until later. And that he had G.I. Joe figures, but his mother told him they were Sandinistas. And so he went to go play with some friends and said, let's bring your Sandinistas. And they were like, our what?
I love that. Plant that seed of activism early.
Early. So thank you so much, you guys. This has been fabulous. So, you know, we were talking about the fact that we were going to end with Melanie's song, but then we've been yammering again. So I'm wondering if I throw out to you guys, if anybody has either like a verse or something or anything else they would like to sing to close us out. I'll give you a minute to think about that. And I'm going to just go back for
Well,
a
let
second.
Carol and Lulu take it, because
right.
I don't get to hear them nearly enough.
All right. You guys can do,
Masalah alaikum tara baraya.
say it again. What'd you say?
Malaga sa palakaro watariya.
You don't got nothing?
And that's basically what I said in a foreign. Well, okay. I'm gonna do one verse of something, and it's not upbeat, but it's good. I am going right on down the road. I am going right on down the road. I'm going right on down the road. My life, my joy, my fears, my anger, all of them I take with me. We are all on our way, God willing, to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bernice Johnson Regan, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful. Thank you so much, Carol. That was absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Louise. You guys bring such an amazing energy, joy.
Great.
Everybody have a great Sunday afternoon. Do something
so
wonderful for yourself. Do something.
Remember to breathe.
Yeah.
Remember to breathe.
And I try to use both lungs, you know. Breathe really deep.
Mm-hmm.
We oftentimes do that in here, the breathing, and we actually also in here oftentimes do the silence. So like what you were saying earlier about our having learned how to be silent. We've actually even learned how to be silent in a Zoom setting where what we're supposed to do is be staring at each other, and we've learned how to put our heads down and have a moment of silence. We did it yesterday, and we were remembering George Floyd yesterday and remembering the week that we took 8 minutes and 45 seconds of silence every single day for a week, and a lot of good contemplative space. But also, yeah, huge. But also we were, you started off by saying, the things that we have to count of the blessings of COVID. And like, we're right here in the middle of one of them, right? The Daily Antidote song never would have risen its head if it hadn't been for this. And thank goodness for it. And thank goodness we figured out that we need to keep it going no matter how isolated or not isolated our general population is, because there's always going to be somebody who's in some way isolated and in need of coming in and having a song with a bunch of people in a space like this. So can we please throw up our hands again for Carol, Louise, and Melanie? Thanks, gang, so much for joining us today. Anybody have any final comments before we close out?
Can we do a 30 seconds of silence?
Let's do it. How about a whole minute? Everybody good?
We got a minute. We got a minute.
We got it. Let's do it. Thank you, everybody. I'm sending hugs to all of you. I'm sending gratitude to all of you, and hope on this beautiful Sunday that you can take some moments of reflection and music and joy and everything we've shared together in here, including silence, into the rest of your day. Thanks, Carol, Louise, and Melanie, for all the strength and all the beauty that you bring.
My
Thanks
pleasure.
for the invite.
Good to see you, sisters.
Good to see you, Melanie.
Yeah, thank you, JoJo.
Thank you so much, Melanie. Great to see you. We're going to say goodbye to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thanks, gang, for joining us today. Hope you'll join us again this coming week. We're premiering, actually, Elise Witt's video of a song in which lots of us contributed artwork and voices. So please join us tomorrow to see the fabulous video she's created. And thanks again, Facebook Live. Everybody say goodbye to Facebook.
Bye.